Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our next installment of Member in a Spotlight. We love these little vids. And today I'm introducing Chris Davies from Evologic, who's the managing director and original founder of the company there. Welcome, Chris.
Thanks, Ben. Thanks for having me.
Now, Chris, tell us what Evologic do.
That's the question, isn't it? We're an IT managed service provider, which means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. But effectively, we deliver a full suite of IT services for small business at a fixed monthly cost.
Very good. Now, you're the co-founder there. How long ago was that?
19 years. We're coming up to 20 in 2022. So we should celebrate that, I think. It's been a long time.
Now, you and I were chatting beforehand, and I know playing the guitar is a real passion for yours, but you feel like the last 19 years since you founded the business, it's kind of been hard to find time.
Well, I mean, the last 2 years didn't exist, did they? It's still 2019, isn't it? So, you tend to have previous passions that you find new ones and replace them with. And this small business that we've developed seems to be the passion for me right now.
And how are you finding business for IT providers at the moment?
Look, we've been phenomenally fortunate in the last 2 years. Predominantly because the shift to working from home has put a huge reliance on IT and a focus or a spotlight on security as well. So we've been really lucky. I've known friends that have had some big struggles through this time, but we've been really fortunate to be able to be in a position as well prior to the first lockdown in 2019 or 2020. We were ready to work from home, so we could spend our time focusing on helping our clients achieve that. So it was really nice to be in a solid, well-planned position to help people leverage technology to actually continue to work.
Yeah. And do you find that, has our experiences over the last couple of years taught us that we've still got a way to go to be globally competitive in our technology and also the way we work online?
I think that's pretty obvious when looking at most small businesses. I mean, you would see it as well. It's still considered a black art technology. Working from home is a chore to some people, and that's often a result of a lack of visibility in that we're so used to seeing our staff and seeing our people and seeing their output. When we can't physically see that anymore, technology has to step in to provide us with that, close the gap and close the feedback loop. So we've still got some adoption that needs to happen, which we feel kind of a responsibility now around education. That seems to be where we're trying to focus. The more educated our customers are, then obviously the easier it is for us to deliver the right services to them. So education is a huge piece for us right now.
Yep. And what kind of businesses are you looking to work with? Large businesses or small businesses or somewhere in between?
That's a really good question as well, is that, most small businesses start working with businesses of similar size. Small businesses work with small businesses. We're a team of 34 now, which is frightening in one aspect. But at the same time, we're trying to consider smaller business at the same time. So we create smaller service teams to deal with smaller businesses. So there's not this overwhelming feel of, I'm speaking to 20 different people here. Who am I speaking to today? Because people still want to deal with people. So our core client base is between that 50 and 300 staff. So not insignificant businesses, but we've got 50, 60 small business, micro business clients that we still try and deliver a nice balance between the IT person that knows everything, that one person that you go to that keeps all the knowledge in their mind, and then also having a wide enough knowledge base that anybody on our service desk can deliver a similar level of service.
Yep. And I suppose geographically, a business like yours, you must have clients well beyond just the borders of Geelong.
We do. Well, most of our clients are headquartered in Geelong. We've got some all the way around the Bay. We've got national brands, we've got international brands that are headquartered down here. We support western states of the US as well. So we're providing almost 24/7 help desk because there's only a few hours of overlap that we don't. So there's a fair breadth that we do cover, and all out of Newtown, which we're really proud of.
And you're a big supporter of the Chamber. You're a gold partner here, so thank you very much for that. And I do see your name pop up pretty regularly on all sorts of community programs. How important is it to to build the community in Geelong, seeing you based here?
Look, it's our own backyard. You got to tend to your own backyard. We've been a huge supporter of Give Where You Live. They were one of our first clients, paying clients back in 2002. And we were lucky enough to be in a position maybe 10 years ago to focus on giving them more than actually being just a customer. So we work with several community organisations and provide some discounts across the board there, because it's people who buy from people, and the community we work within, it has to be supported first and foremost.
Yeah. And it's that kind of attitude that we see time and time again in Geelong, and it gives me great confidence moving forward. How confident do you feel for 2022? Look,
it's still early days. There's a lot of talk around the mass resignation and these type of things that are supposed to be coming. We're seeing a huge amount of, not so much pressure, but more open conversation and confident conversation from staff around their needs and requirements, because there are options. We're seeing a lot of people move down from Melbourne and look for positions in Geelong at really exaggerated salary rates as well. So the market's quite interesting. From a technology perspective, we're still focusing on security because people still don't know what they don't know to some degree. And we feel that's our job to educate, because that's the biggest threat to most businesses these days. That's that business ending event where your reputation's shot and all your data is locked up. Mm-hmm. That's something we really need to be aware of. So that's not going to change in 2022.
Some big challenges you noted there, and I don't think people pay enough attention to their cybersecurity, do they?
No, there's still that theory that I'm a small business. Who wants my data? And it actually doesn't matter what size business you are. We've had not-for-profit people that have come to us that have been locked up, and we've got some benevolent hackers out there that provide a 50% discount to not-for-profits. That's fantastic, but it's still cash that goes out the door. Yep. So that's not about having interesting data. It's just about being a target, and there's billions of dollars on the line here. So being aware is probably the first point people need to start paying attention to.
So if businesses need some IT assistance or are a little bit worried about their security, how can they get in contact with you?
Oh, jump on evologic.com.au. I think we've got an online security assessment, and we're offering to do some dark web scans for people if they require that, or would like to know what of their business information is actually available on the dark web, which is sort of a subset of the internet for less than honourable activities. So we can do a free search for anyone in the chamber.
Fantastic. Well, Chris Davies, Managing Director and original founder of Evologic and gold partner of the chamber, thank you for joining us today. And we look forward to seeing you at one of our upcoming face-to-face events shortly, Chris.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ben. Appreciate it, man.